Alright guys, scary times. I've got out the razors. I'm going to show you how I use them. Stay tuned. Alright guys, Brian Haywood here. Welcome back to my Beards and Banjos YouTube channel where we discuss tips and tricks for your beards and mustaches. We do some product reviews, some unboxings. We also have a beard advice series where you guys can send in a couple of pictures to me to the email address you see below. I take a look at it for a couple of weeks. You get featured in your own beard advice series video and we all learn a little something along the way. So make sure you check that out if you haven't. But today we are doing a little video here in the bathroom where I show you kind of on a daily and weekly basis how I use these razors to do some little maintenance trimming or keeping the lines in check. So what I do on an everyday basis is actually use this foil razor. So this one is a Panasonic. It looks like this. And what I'm going to use it for is just to kind of touch up my cheek lines or to keep this area right in here clean. Let me take my glasses off for that. I wouldn't use the big three-headed Norelco type of razors because I don't think there's really enough room to maneuver in here very well unless you've just got a lot of cheek showing. But so this one works for me. It's a little foil razor I used to use it every day to shave my whole face. But now I just use it as a daily maintenance. And don't get scared by this. The hair has to fit inside of this little foil razor for it to work. So if the end of your hair is down here, there's no way it's going to go inside of this razor and mess up your beard. All right, and I just kind of ease down anyway. I don't go down to all the way to my line, my cheek line anyway. So I basically do that every morning just before I jump in the shower. So that's what you see right now. This is pre-shower. I just hit my lines here, and if I want to, I'll even kind of hit around here a little bit, or even in the very back. I do that sometimes, maybe once or twice a week. I kind of hit everything, and it doesn't always do a lot, but sometimes it'll catch a couple of hairs. So let me go ahead and do that right now. Okay, and so around here and in the back is just kind of getting any of those kind of wild hairs that kind of grow out sometimes. But it really does help on your cheek maintenance. You don't have to worry about getting out the shaving cream and trying to get everything just perfect. It just kind of hits these, keeps this area real smooth if you have high growth in this area. And I do have some high growth, it's just not very thick growth, so that kind of keeps it in check. Really easy. Usually only takes me, as you saw, like 15-20 seconds to get all of that, and then I jump in the shower and go on about my day. Now, the next thing is kind of on a weekly basis. Is I will use a disposable razor here, and I don't use the really thick ones that's got 4 or 5 blades. That gets kind of bulky and it gets in the way of trying to see what you're doing for your cheek line. So I actually like the really cheap ones that are, this one's a twin razor, but they're really cheap. And get a pack of 12 of them for a couple of dollars or something like that. So what I use that for is to kind of reestablish the cheek line a little bit. And a lot of times I'll just do this either dry, or sometimes I'll put beard oil on instead. But basically just kind of keeping my cheek line established at the very bottom. And then once again, I can also hit these other areas. That way if I have any of the really long wild hairs that are growing out, I can kind of hit those really quickly. So once again, I do this about once a week, and then I do a beard trim when I get my hair cut, and that's every 3 to 4 weeks. And then I keep everything else in check that way. And if I need to really reestablish my cheek line and go lower, by doing what I suggest here, it really kind of keeps your cheek line high. If you start putting shaving cream every day, your cheek line will start dipping down. Mine actually now has a tendency to go higher because I'm just using the foil razor and I'm not really getting extremely close to this cheek line. But anyway, let me show you what I do kind of on a weekly basis. It's just, and this is dry right now, and I've just used the foil razor, so I'm not really getting anything, but I'll just kind of swoop it around and then sometimes get close to the mustache. All right, but right now I'm not really getting anything because I just used the foil razor. You can hear it scrape a little bit there when I get close to the mustache. Okay, but that's a really good to do. And then once again down here, I'll just take it dry. If you have really sensitive skin, I wouldn't suggest this, but I'm just really lightly touching up things, just trying to catch any stray hairs I might have that's growing out. And then kind of the same thing in the back. I'm just going kind of straight across there. My hair in the back is kind of just faded in, so anything that's below the fade, I just kind of scrape it across there once a week, keeps any of those old man hairs from growing out. All right, so just wanted to show you kind of my daily and weekly maintenance there to catch any random stray hairs I have going on, and also how I keep my cheek line looking nice, and then also not having to worry about this area in here, not having to do the shaving cream, not taking tons of time. I'm all about efficiency, so really about 20 seconds there in the morning, jump in the shower. Once or twice a week, I kind of edge everything out with my little twin disposable razor, and then that gets me to where I need to be until it's ready for a beard trim time every 3 to 4 weeks. All right, hope this helped. Give you some ideas there about not throwing away the razors, especially if you got one of these foil razors. Real easy to hit that cheek line there and keep the cheeks nice and smooth. All right, hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Take care.